What's up? What's up? What's up? Michael Gavin here, your mind mechanic, tuning up your heart, your mind, one at a time so your dreams do not die in your heart, your head, or your hard drive. So today's title is No's versus Limbos. I just want to help you identify that there are things in your life, projects, opportunities. My now wife, not going to be your wife, but my wife, and how this came about. But essentially, No's versus Limbos is that, this is all to be taken with a grain of salt, but as a possibility for something to think about, is that there are things right now in your life that you think are a no, when really it's just in limbo. And so what I have found is that there are too many things that we never get. And look, I mean, it depends on what, again, the scenario is. I always love the nuances of things, but depends on what it is. But there are times you can get a no that it can end up becoming a yes. Now, maybe not by pushing and poking and prodding, but something that literally just could be a no today could be a tomorrow yes, a yes tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, that could be 5 years from now. That could be 5 months from now. That could be 5 weeks from now. That could be 5 days from now. But just because something is a no, a literal no, somebody said no, we don't want to work. I had actually example. It's coming to mind off the top of my head. A person who was a wedding videographer, and he was charging higher rates, but wasn't getting a lot of bookings yet. And essentially he's like, well, look, I even just had somebody told me that I was too expensive at $2,000. And this person was a literal no. Well, we only have $1,000 budget. And so what he did is 2 weeks after they said no, he reached out and said, hey, I'd like to meet in the middle. Would you be willing to do $1,500? I thought about it. I really love to work with you guys. And they were overjoyed. And so what you've got to find is that was a literal no, but there are other times that you take a non-response, it says read, it says seen, it says heard, whatever else on text message, on Messenger, on all these different apps that let you know that somebody saw, read, or heard something that you sent them. And when they don't respond, you automatically plug in all your assumptions as to what that means, when really it's just neutral. It doesn't mean no, it's just simply in limbo. And so what I like to do is to build up the muscle that doesn't have me automatically assuming that people don't like me, that people aren't interested in working with me, et cetera, when I get something that's really just a non-response. And I like to do my best to follow up to get something out of limbo. I had another buddy. We were at a job together back in the day, and the work that somebody wanted, I didn't want to do. It was like, it's not in my sweet spot, but the guy with me, it'd be a great fit for him. And so they connected and they hit it off. And I don't know if any of you have ever had clients or projects or opportunities where when you met in person, you were on the phone, you did the Zoom meeting, it's fireworks, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, yes. I've got this. You go tell your wife, your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, friend, whomever. Oh my gosh, I had this great meeting. It was incredible. Got a new client. And then it goes ghosted, right? It goes dark. The person goes dark. They don't respond to you. They'll get back to you. My buddy had that happen. And for almost 8 months, he followed up here and there, connected here and there. And then the person never said, hit the road, Jack, don't come back. No more, no more, no more. Right? His name was Jack, if you know that song reference. But essentially just at times didn't respond. At other times simply said, hey, really busy right now. That's not going to work. Appreciate it, but keep in touch. Keep in touch, keep in touch. And what happened is that over about 8 months of these back and forths, he sent an email and said, hey, I just worked on a project, was thinking of you, thought this could be a good fit and of the kind of project we want to do together with you. Right timing, boom, came back. And they ended up doing, between that company and the referrals and everything else over a couple of years, a couple $100,000 in revenue. And so if he would have just had that meeting, hit it off, and then followed up maybe once or twice over the course of a couple of weeks and said, well, I guess they're not interested, and then didn't stay top of mind, that would have just dropped. Now, you might have so much business, that's not a problem. You don't need to follow up with anybody. But even people who have a lot of business at times can follow up. And definitely people who don't have a lot of business should follow up, because you never know what's really in limbo rather than a no. So if you want help identifying what are these blind spots, what are these patterns and thinking patterns that you have that are preventing you from being able to make progress and move forward, what are the hidden gems right there in your business right now that you're not even thinking about, that you're so numb to because it's just there in front of you all the time and you can't see what you can't see and you don't know what you don't know. Then reach out to me, go to coachinyourpocket.net. It's what I do each and every single day with when I coach people is I essentially help see what they can't see, identify their blind spots, and help shine a light on these things so that they can do something about it. So if you resonate with these messages and these videos and you're tired of sitting around trying to figure it out on your own, then please reach out. I'm happy to help. Keep rocking, keep rolling, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.